Well, good golly, welcome to Good Golly Psychology, hosted by Hollywood Haywood and the King, the Prophecy, Mac, Good Golly Millie.
Now, how you feel after last night? Because I'm a little still feeling it from last night. I'm still feeling it. It was a big night. They cut me off in my own bar, Mac.
You want me to be the bad guy, or do you want me to be the good guy who pretends to be the bad guy who's not the bad guy but who's really the bad guy because I'm not a good guy?
You can be whatever you want to be. That's what Susie told me last night. I'm just telling you.
Susie was probably the best time about last night, and outside of that, I was pretty disappointed. But Susie's a good hand, so that's good.
Well, I mean, we did see Franklin and Petey get back together under a new banner. That was good to see. I mean, what parts I remember, because everything's a blur. Last night is a big blur. We were live from Tootsie's, just like we're live here this morning on Saturday.
Yeah.
The morning after.
Yeah.
I need to hydrate. I need to hydrate, Mac.
I need. What was her name? I forgot her already.
Susie.
Yeah, Susie. I need Susie.
She does a great routine to pour some sugar on me. You know?
She left a little bit too early. That's all I'm saying. She left a little bit too early.
Well,
more
you know what they say about Hollywood Haywood? The oldest ride still has the longest line. There we go.
That sounds like a slogan that might be related to Ric Flair or something like that.
It might be, but we had eight quote unquote matches last night. 9 if you count promo versus Warp Speed.
Did we?
Look, Foundation WGP, I'm going to start this show off by saying what I kind of expected was to see an increase in the entertainment factor this week, because last week was off the charts.
Man, was it?
Everyone brought it. Last week I came out here and I said, and I quote, when you look at this on paper, it didn't look like it'd be that exciting. Everybody over-delivered. Everybody overperformed. Everybody brought it. What happened this week, guys? Because we were pulling straws just to find the match of the night. We was a very small pool for promo of the night, and that was not the case last week. Last week was super difficult to figure out match of the night, promo of the night. Very easy this week, guys, and I'm not trying to knock anybody down. I know you're not either, Mac. But guys, we are playing in the brand war. You need to bring your A game every week, especially when you want these opportunities. So
once we got the first weekend, we felt good. And it's just like, we felt good about this week prior to it actually happening. But once it happened, I just got to say, a lot of people left a lot of shit on the table. Like
they did. And you know, it goes right into our opening contest with Project Destiny versus the Mad Family. We saw the Mad Family come out on top. And I got to say, this was a very close match. This was a contender for match of the night. It fell short, and I'm going to tell you why it fell short. It fell short, Mac, I think for the same reason that Project Destiny fell just a little short. We need Reckoning to talk a little bit more. Now, let me tell you what I did like, Mac. I love, and you know this from when you were teaming with Lip, I love seeing a team in the same room. I love seeing a team interacting with each other. There were little subtle things in this tag team match, body language, things of that nature, that you can't replicate by flipping clips back and forth. You just can't. Purge circling around the Reckoning while he's talking. That had me giddy. That's a nice little touch, but here's the problem, Reckoning. I need you to say a little bit more. If you would have said more, as long as it worked in the promo, I think you guys would have gotten the victory, because I think where the judges that didn't vote for you were lacking was on the teamwork aspect. Even though y'all were in the same room, they just need you to talk more. What's your take, Mac?
I mean, yeah, these are things that I've told Purge before, and I told him that very recent as well. Again, so it was a little disappointing to see the same promo come out of that equation or whatever, because of the potential that is there. It's a promo that I've seen before from Project Destiny. Jesus, and they have that sweet sauce of being there together.
They do,
and they could use it so much better, so much more than what they've applied. So it's just come on, guys.
And I don't want Project Destiny to walk away from this thinking that they didn't do a good job. I just know that you guys can do better. It's going to take a few matches to get that teamwork. Reckoning's going to need to get more comfortable on the camera. And then I think you guys really have something there, because you have an advantage over so many other tag teams that are out there.
Yeah. And I mean, then to the winners, like, I don't know, like the cohesion is there, but sometimes it's kind of like hit or miss. And then
I definitely agree with you, Mac. The cohesion's there.
Kind of felt like Wapo was a bit nervous, and Mad T was still just being piece of shit Mad T or whatever. So
I really did. I kind of felt like their promo was a little, I don't want to use the word generic, but I just kind of felt like they could have cut that promo against any other team.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see them personalize their promos a little bit more to their opponents.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to see them go off a little less on these tangents that have nothing to do with the actual match at hand, because we call that a rant. We're going to hear a lot more about rants during this show. But other than that, they get the win. And the only thing I see that they did better than Project Destiny, Mac, was their back and forth teamwork.
Yeah. And it seemed like a handicap match. You know, they ganged up for sure on Purge, and Purge fought back as much as he could by himself and everything. He just Reckoning didn't have enough to assist his partner.
He didn't have enough to assist. It was like 1.5 versus 2, which leads us right to R. Are you ready, Matt? R, match of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, Deviant picking up a 2-1 victory on Jack Saban. Deviant, let me tell you what I liked on this promo. This promo, I could understand you. That has been a big issue. You listened to your feedback from your last match. I could understand you. You didn't seem to repeat yourself as much. And Deviant did something here. He didn't quite use all of his time. You know, we recently changed to 3 to 5 minutes. And I tell people all the time, you don't have to use that full 5 minutes. No need to repeat yourself to use it, you know? Mm-hmm. And Deviant did that here. Now, Jack Saban picked up a vote as well. And Jack Saban, what I'm hearing and what I saw, and I hate to use this word again, but I told y'all I was going to use it a lot tonight. You kind of ranted a little bit. You kind of ranted, and your rant didn't really have to do with your opponent. Now, I don't mind a rant if you're ranting about your opponent. Personally, me. But I do mind it when you're talking about, they just don't get me. And you're talking about the judging. And you're talking about all this. And it makes it hard for you to pick up a victory, because you could have used your time on your opponent.
Yeah.
Mac's like, I don't have much to say today.
I mean, I do.
Full disclosure, when we were talking about these matches behind the scenes, we didn't have a lot to say today, because I know that everybody out there is capable of so much more. But your match of the night,
like, here's the thing. Here's the thing for me. Deviant must be smoking some good stuff, because that's the second win he's gotten here, and as many times as we've seen him this season, he hasn't lost a match. He's doing his damn thing in warp speed, and And I mean, hey, as we've said before, Deviant isn't a bad character. He's has a few things that he needs to tighten up, and he seems to be doing that now. So it's interesting. Say Saban is right around the corner from those things as well to get back to.
Equal footing for these guys. They're both right in the same place, same area. That's probably what allowed this to be match of the night. They're on an even playing field as far as I can see. I do feel like if Saban's not careful, Deviant and some other guys in that tier might start pulling away a little bit. But I have a lot of faith in Saban to pull this around because, like I said, a lot of things in his promo were good. He's fixed his setting. He's fixed his background. Everything looks clean, crisp now. Looks beautiful. And your words made sense, but you just went off on something else that had not much to do with this actual match.
Good Golly Psychology, episode 16, Highway Robbery.
Match of the night could have been won, guys, by any of these other matches. It was won here because it takes two. It takes two, and these two guys, their promos matched up the best together out of everybody throughout the entire night. And we'll get right into that moving on along in the molly-whopping, no offense, that TMX gave Sander Cool. Sander, you got drafted to WGP, brother.
What show are you on? Where do you think you're at? You got drafted to WGP. Sander, I love you. You are one of the easiest people to work with in this hobby. No matter what I ask Sander to do, Sander's like, yes, sir, I got it. I'm on it. And he's quick, he's fast, and he's showing some potential because he's going longer now. There's not a lot of stumbles, but you're not going to win a lot of matches if you can't even name the brand. That kid must have been hanging out with Biker Bob last season because he smoked some of that Biker Bob where Biker Bob don't know what show he's on, but we got him together for this season. Now Sander Cool is confused.
He was confused. It was his first match this season, and Mac, I get it. Not everybody watches every week. Not everybody keeps. If you notice, Sander's not super active in the locker room either. I mean, I get it. I know we're pulling the curtain back a lot here, but let's talk about TMX, who brought some emotion, some fire, some passion. Definitely winning the feel category.
Yeah. He returned, after a little time away, and he showed that fire, that energy that we're always looking for and we're always appreciative of. He took some real life situations and turned it into some art. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was able to take all the struggles he's been going through in his real life and turn it around. And that's always something good. That's one of the nice things about this hobby, Mac, is so many people use it for bad, but you can use it for good. You can use it to take a bad situation and turn it into a good situation, make you feel a little bit better. You can take out those frustrations you're holding in or that sadness you're holding in, and you can let it loose. And that is what TMX did here. Gosh, Mac, I'm not used to you letting me do all this talking, Mac. I told you I was hungover from Tootsie's last night.
Well, I felt like maybe you needed a chance to talk it out the last episode. Well, the first episode of Opportunity, you got a chance to really get a whole lot of things off your chest, And sometimes I like to just sit back and listen because, you never really know what you're going to get once you sit around and do that, which is always something classic.
Well, let me tell you this, though, man. Those guys, we saw the passion there. Now I'm gonna let you focus on the main event because I know you love talking about Lip Fuse. I do want to say this, Dante. I appreciate anytime somebody tries a new approach, a new style. I appreciate it. I think that if you were to keep trying this style, and you could perfect it, or you could hone it a little bit more, then it would be ready for like a world title match. But to try it like this, and we haven't seen it before, I think that handicapped you just a little bit.
First off, let me just get this out the way. 1 point to WGP, all right? Cool.
No, wait, Mac. I know, wait. We can't downplay this. Lip Fuse, the Lip God, the guy who runs the Stranger Things fan fiction club, he scored a point for promo of the night. Here we go.
I mean, he's gonna love that. He's gonna love that. WGP.
Look at that score.
You're on fire. ladies and gentlemen.
WGP 8, Foundation 3. Foundation, you're not used to this feeling. You're not used to laying down on your back, are you?
Yeah, well, we're going to close our legs soon, hopefully. I hope. Here's the thing. You don't try something new against somebody who's a familiar, formidable opponent, and you know exactly what they're going to do. You don't come out here and you try something new, something that's not your most handiest of handy tools or whatever. You don't come out here and say, hey, I found a fork. I know I usually use spoons in these battles and I'm pretty fucking good with a knife, but I found a fork. I'm gonna see what I can do with this over here to a man that you used your pretty good weapon, a knife, against, and it did not pan out to be anything of better usage. Like,
no, and it wasn't that it was terrible. It wasn't that it was terrible. I can see the potential.
More knives. You bring 3 more knives to not a fork this time. And so I was just like, okay, Dante's rapping. And then he says he's not trying to rap, and then starts rapping again for the rest of the promo. And I said, well, and then he says he stepped on Lip Fuse's carpet, and I say, yeah, well. He said,
but Lip Fuse came out and did what Lip Fuse has been doing for almost a year and a half, 2 years now, coming out, spitting fire, stating facts, not backing down from anybody. I mean, Lip Fuse isn't scared of anybody. I mean, that's clear. And he let Dante know about himself. Dante had some good shots in there, but Lip Fuse picks up promo of the night, giving another point to WGP. Is giving another inch to his already oversized grown head that the cowboy hat barely fits on. And I feel like I can say that with a little bit of spunk now that I got my boys back with me, and more on that later.
Yeah. We're finally starting to understand and get the right narrative around here.
That's right. And then we have promo versus Warp Speed. I'm not going to harp on this too much. It was the 2-minute match. We saw Hot Boy Jimmy, power promo, the Plague, taking on Cruel Intentions, Uncle Leroy. Let me tell you something about Cruel Intentions.
Hey, you don't put a power promo into that. We ain't got nothing to do with
Oh, I'm sorry. Here. Dang it, man. What am I doing? Hellfire Club taking the L here. No offense, Hot Boy Jimmy. Hot Boy Jimmy did a good promo, but the thing about Cruel Intentions in the Cruel verse, you don't know when you take on Cruel Intentions, you're going to get Uncle Leroy. You don't know if you're going to get the puppets. You don't know if you're going to get Cruel. You don't know if you're going to get Big Papa Plump. He's got you hook up, holler if you hear him, because the Cruel verse is almost like the equivalent of taking on 7 anywhere else in the promo verse. There's 7, 8 different personalities there. You don't know who you're going to get, and it is an advantage to some degree, and I think that's where Hot Boy Jimmy fell short, giving another point to WGP, 9-3.
Man, some of the best of us take some whoopings out here, you know, until we figure out where we at and how to do things.
You know, let me just say this, Mac, and I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm so sorry. For whatever reason, I just picture Hot Boy Jimmy being more of a power of promo type of guy than a Hellfire Club.
You know,
maybe I'm wrong, but maybe y'all need to work that out, because in my mind, I just see him as the power of promo. And I think Hot Boy Jimmy has one hell of a bright future in this game.
When you've been preyed upon and sucked up into a hot fixture and place of where, you know, things are to be dominated and nothing but dominated, and if you don't dominate, you're going to be dominated. I mean, I don't know, like, over there they learn a certain way and they do things a certain way, and I don't know what their leader, because they have a leader, you know. There's no leader over at the Play. We're just a connection. You feel me? We're a feeling.
I know that feeling. That's how Entourage.
We're a message. We're a message. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We're more of a movement, Mac. We're more of a movement. Y'all are more of a message. I get it. I get it.
I don't know what they do over there, but you know, he could have been good in my hands. You know.
Well, Mac, I don't mean to interrupt you, but I need to say something.
You sure do love interrupting me.
I hope Mordecai's paying attention, because Mordecai, I've had a lot of time to think about what you've had to say to me. And I just want to let you know, Mordecai, that if you want some, I'm not hard to find. Despite what some people might have you think, I'm not hard to find, Mordecai. And there is an open date on my calendar for September 25th or 26th. If you know what I mean. Sorry, Mac. I know that's your boy, but I'm not going to let somebody just talk smack about me. Well, that's unwarranted.
Who are you? Who are you? Hollywood, Cody Rhodes, Haywood now? Or like, I'm not hard to find.
I'm not hard to. No. There's a rumor on the street, depending on what sectors of the promo verse you go to, that I like to duck people. And I just want to make it very clear, very well known. Mordecai, if you want me, Promo Geddon's where I'm available. I'll just leave it at that. If the old GM wants to take on his former boss, that's fine with me.
I like the way that sounds. You know what I'm saying?
That's a little backstage exclusive right here on Good Golly Psychology for you this morning.
Yeah, man, hopefully it doesn't beat you up too much. You know, saves a little bit left over for when I might want a piece. You know, I don't know if I really like our relationship these days, but we had the foundation, so that's.
The foundation opened up with a world title match, man, of epic proportions. We saw Vagabond, our defending reigning Foundation World Champion, defend against somebody he knows very well. The Foundation knows very well. WGP knows very well. The Revolution World Champion Rig. They have one of their classic battles. Rig falling short. I felt like Rig could have done a little more here, personally. Like, I felt like we didn't get the full Rig experience.
It did feel like there was some blows that he did not throw out there. I don't know. It felt like he left a lot off the table. There was a whole lot that could have been said that I felt like he wanted to say but didn't really get down in there. I mean, obviously having a picture that old of Vagabond tells to tell.
Well, their history goes back about 5 years, man. 5 or 6 years. It's actually, I'm surprised he didn't call him Badgersill a bunch, because that's what he's always called him. You know, there was a lot. And Rig also has another gear that he kicks into sometimes, and he didn't kick into that gear. Now, Vagabond, I want to talk to him about his setting, because there was times that light that was behind him in the outside in that parking lot, it was a little distracting, in my opinion. And I think that could hurt him in a bigger match, which we now know he will be having at Promo Geddon, where he will take on the Master of Illusion, who challenged him after his victory last night.
Yeah. It's going to be fun. We're going to see if Luke Thompson can show up and deliver another performance. He's been on quite a run.
Well, I mean, he followed up right after he challenged Vagabond. He stepped into the proverbial promo ring and took on one of the very best in the whole damn promo-verse, the founding father, and 3-0'd him. He almost won promo of the night. The thing I didn't like about that promo was that filter.
Yeah. It was an interesting choice. You could have played around with a lot of different things in place of what you chose, and could have probably found something a little bit better, a little bit different. But that's how we do once we're on the road to being better. And the next promo is what I expected to be. And yes, he's got a world championship match, and Vagabond seems to be in a spot. You know, I view Vagabond as a very beatable guy, you know, even though Vagabond is very good when he wants to be.
Vagabond is one of the best when he wants to be one of the best. And I think the last chapter in this Master of Illusion Vagabond match will definitely bring out the best in Vagabond.
Yeah. So, you know, it'd be good to see two men that showed up on this show and got 2-3-0 victories, you know. So
and now they're going to clash for the biggest prize in the game. Two men, unlike our next match, which I don't know, Mac. Was that a first in the promoverse? Guys, from what I can tell, that match was completely on both sides AI.
I sat here and I was watching, like, not to say that I wasn't intrigued, because I was definitely intrigued.
It's intriguing. It's definitely intriguing.
I was intrigued all the way through, but for what we do, I was like, how's this gonna go over with the judges? Like, how is this gonna go over? Like,
and I'm gonna tell you, I think they gave it to Justice because it looked like a real person was actually on the screen. I don't know if that was a real person or an AI person. I don't know. I know the voice was AI for Justin.
I feel like it was a real person, but I don't know, like for Reloaded's promo, like the volumes, the music maybe might have been too loud.
It was artistic, but it's hard to judge it in a promo space without a person.
Yeah. Like if he would have like became, or if what he was showing had became him at some point throughout that promo, then that probably would have been a better connection.
Yeah.
Or do the reverse or whatever, to where you start off as yourself and you get lost into that dimension and things of that nature. That might work a little bit better.
Yeah, I definitely think there's some things he can tweak there, and I think that he can use the AI. I just think we need to see him too.
Yeah, it's got to be a transition or whatever. Because again, it was very intriguing, I didn't really know what I was watching,
but it kept your attention because you'd not seen that before. Like, you load it up and you're like, oh, okay. But it's hard to get the win without you actually being on screen. Like it really is. I don't hate it though. I didn't hate it, Mac.
Yeah. And just as Vigilante did exactly what I drafted him here to do. He's a very comical individual, a very entertaining character, and that's all that I actually need. And it was surprising to see him get the win here. As he says, he's been eager.
Now, there was some mispronunciation of some words in that Justice Vigilante promo. So whoever's behind that AI, please, you might want to upgrade just a little bit. It was struggling with the letter P.
Oh yeah. But it was enjoyable. It was enjoyable for that matter. And I don't know, in a strange kind of way, that was almost match of the night in my, like, if it was just missing a few things or whatever on both sides, but like it was a match that kept my attention all the way through and kept me asking questions.
Whether you like AI or not, it kept our attention. Like, I couldn't cut it off while I was watching it. Like, I wanted to see what was going to happen, which tells me you're on to something. If I'm watching something and I want to see what's going to happen, as long as it eventually happens, you're on to something.
Yeah. Because a lot went into that. I could tell a lot went into that, So
yeah, a lot of work.
You gotta be able to put that together a little bit better to where you can see, you can receive the outcomes to your work of what you deserve. Because it was good work. It was good work.
Definitely good work. I kind of feel like that style would be great for a hype. Like with the voiceover, like with Reloaded voiceovering over those images, like that would be like a great hype. And then he's on screen for the actual match. That's just one way I'm looking at it. But and then we had our main event, which there was no winner, but everybody won because Entourage is back. You're welcome, and it's a brand new Entourage. Who would have thought Franklin and Pretty Petty Peterson fighting would lead to me and my good friend, the Army of One, and us bringing along Hector because he has the best chicken nuggies in the business. Who would have thought that we would have been able to seal that rift and fix that rift in between Frankie and Petey? And now we have a new Entourage, and I love it. I can't wait to call action from the booth.
It's fucking ridiculous
for Entourage. And now I don't have to worry about people like Mordecai and I don't know, Lip Fuse, coming and interrupting our show, Mac. I don't have to worry about it as much. So
I am a key abuser. I like giving the key to whoever I see fit, just to see what they would do around here and whatnot, But it's interesting things going on as Entourage. Hooray.
Entourage is back, and
hooray. Which one of these shows is more entertaining? I mean, that
go ahead.
I was just going to say that little stunt that you guys pulled and everything. I mean,
that was entertaining, and it's more the totality. I came out here last week and I begged and pleaded with WGP contestants to give me some segments. Give me some stuff that we can tell some stories with for the WGP side. Give me something exciting that can happen on WGP besides just the matches. And on a night where a lot of the matches did not live up to the hype. No offense. And that's no offense to any competitors. That's no offense to any competitors. But these matches weren't the barn burners that I imagined when they were made, if that makes sense. And on a night like that, you got to give the point to the foundation you had the Kevin Wolf tease of something new. You had Luke, the Master of Illusion, challenging for the Foundation World Championship, and you had the Barroom Brawl that led to the Entourage reunion. So we're going to give 1 point to Foundation for show of the night.
Looks like every time we hit this corner, all we doing is getting 1 point. Dude, what are we missing here, Foundation? Do I need to? Well, Vagabond said that he was going to step up and be a captain because he's our world champion. And I mean, he did just get a convincing win here.
Very convincing win. And you know, you got the Master of Illusion, who was a big part of the winning the show of the night. He almost got promo of the night. Honestly, if he doesn't use that filter, I think he gets promo of the night in my eyes. That filter it was not the best choice in my opinion. I think I know why he used it, but it was not the best choice. And we are ending this with it being 9-4. We have a big show next Saturday at 11. Opportunity with 3 big matches. We're going to see Lit Fuse again take on Entourage, the Army of One. So we've got that. We've got Eliana taking on Allison Black. And both of them coming off big wins 2 weeks ago. And we've got our third match. Mac, tell them about our third match.
Do I have to?
You have to.
Oh man, it's gonna be Hollywood Haywood's good new friend, Mordecai, taking on Purge. You know what I'm saying?
I know, and I have never rooted for Purge more in my entire life.
That's very pleasant of you to do.
I can't wait to have a ringside seat to watch as Mordecai gets battered and bruised verbally by the Purge.
I mean, well, outside of myself, I did this season get it together. But, you know, the Plague has been doing some good things. We've been picking up some silent victories here and just passing through. And, you know, I know Mordecai is going to show up in his first match back, and he's going to take care of business. And Eliana Soul is indeed going to do what she needs to do against Allison Black, as I have a championship match coming up against Allison as well, you know. Things are interesting in the
Things
promo
are interesting. We're on the road to Promogeddon. Everybody loves the new show opportunity, Mac. I've heard nothing but good, positive things about that show. We will have our first commercial. We're going to drop our first commercial for Promogeddon, which will show the matches at the next opportunity. That's going to show a lot of the matches, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Mac, do you have anything else for anybody?
Man, Opportunity was a classic, man. Get ready for another one. It's going down yet again. Classic. Yeah.
So, well, thank you, everybody, for joining us today. I'm Hollywood Haywood.
Man, and I am the influence, Mac MILLI.
And this is Good Golly
Psychology, baby.
And we'll see you next time.
nature.